Do you agree that while flaunting cutting-edge gear on your wrist is exciting, sometimes all we really want is a nice-looking watch? There has been a remarkable increase in the popularity of women's fashion watches over the past decade. Kate Spade, Danielle Wellington, and Abbot Lyon have shown us that the most intricate timepieces aren't necessarily the best, and they can be the best-looking options sometimes. A trendy watch is an essential accessory for any woman who loves jewellery. It's as versatile as a statement necklace and can be worn all year, so it's a must-have in any wardrobe. This year is undoubtedly the breakout for gender-neutral luxury products and the gorgeous femme-style fashion of high horology. Let's see the details, Let's start our hot discussion with the subject of the gorgeous femme-style fashion of high horology. Historically, the field of high horology has been thought of as exclusively male, but there has been an increasing trend of women interested in watches recently. One reason is the proliferation of women-orientated watch collections from high-end manufacturers. The femme design is a popular choice for women's watches. Watches marketed as femme tend to be more refined, don't you agree? They typically have more delicate straps, similar cases, and thinner bezels. Anyway, women's wristwatches range from elegant dress models to athletic chronographs. What's more, feminine-looking timepieces appeal to women for a variety of reasons. It's a chance for some women to highlight their femininity subtly. Others see it as a chance to get a unique and high-quality luxury item. And for others, it's all about the timepieces themselves. There's no denying the ever-growing appeal of watches designed with women in mind. As a result, more high-end watchmakers are catering to the female market by creating timepieces that are attractive to women. And this has led us to the move toward gender-neutral choices and marketing. You see, folks, the watch industry is seeing a rise in the popularity of watches designed specifically for women and the promotion of unisex watches. So, luxury watchmakers often cater to both sexes by creating models that may be worn by either. These wristwatches frequently lack any overtly feminine or masculine design elements. Additionally, many watch companies' promotional materials increasingly use terminology unrelated to gender. Interestingly, the watch market benefits from the advertising and product design trend that is not biased toward either gender. People of both sexes can now wear timepieces as a form of self-expression. Yes, this has ensured there are fewer barriers to entry in the watch market. As time passes, more gender-neutral options and advertising will likely appear in the watch market. So get ready to see it if you haven't been seeing the trend already. It certainly is a positive development that will benefit everyone. You don't need us to tell you that watches have been a cultural icon for decades. Still, they've recently had something of a renaissance. Spikes in sales, record-breaking auctions, exciting collaborations like Tiffany & Co. by Patek Philippe, as Brianne Woolner puts it, and an overall increase in coverage via social media are to blame. Even with their most laid-back summer attire, Cartier and Breda have spotted celebrities like Bella Hadid and Emily Ratajkowski wearing high-end watches. Suffice is to say, when something is in the spotlight for an extended period of time, it's hard to ignore. As Woolner puts it, soon you start noticing watches everywhere and you realize how touched you are by the news and social cycle. As the saying goes, once you dig deeper, past the hype, you realize how special watches can be. She goes on to say that small watches are all the rage right now. She says they're getting more desirable for both sexes, which means smaller watches are in high demand. If you didn't know, a small watch is defined as a wristwatch that is less than 36 millimeters in diameter. Now, while watches may be more expensive than other accessories, the reality is that buying one involves several smaller investments. They're often an investment from a financial standpoint, yes, but above all, it's a sentimental investment, Woolner says. Compared to other luxury items like a handbag or a pair of shoes, the bond one creates with their watch is deeper. Regular use transforms a watch into an heirloom that stays in the family for decades. So what are women wearing these decades? What are the future heirlooms that women are turning to? Let's discuss some watches that are all the rave right now. First is the Uniform Wears C36 Women's Date Watch in PVD Satin Gold. Folks, PVD Satin Gold adds a touch of class to the watch, while the neutral beige face keeps the design spare. This timepiece allows you to combine opulence and understatement successfully. Like all of their others, this timepiece was manufactured in Switzerland using premium components like Italian caoutchouc, Napa leather from Milan, and stainless steel. We can't imagine how you could refuse. Second, the Abbot Lyon Blue Chain Torpor Nova 40. Abbot Lyon's youthful leadership ensures the company is always ahead of the curve. What's more, it always offers great value for the money. This is why they had to make it onto our list of the top fashion watches for women. This 40mm watch has a truly unique dial. We're big fans of how the classic chronograph looks on the sleek metallic background. When shopping at Abbot Lyon, you can expect high quality at a low price. So why not reward yourself with a custom engraving? Third is the Larson & Jennings We Wore What 22mm Gold. Larson & Jennings' inclusion on our list today is hardly surprising. The Scandinavian company's goal is to create modern and timeless watches. The We Wore What finally justifies its renown. We really like how classic gold is used because it conveys such a high level of status at first glance. However, the dial updates the piece with a touch of modernity, especially given the understated font choice for the brand name. The trendy website of Larson & Jennings features a wide selection of women's gold watches, including this elegant 22mm wristwatch. Fourth is the Danielle Wellington Classic Petite Dover 32mm white quartz ladies watch. Popular Danielle Wellington only placed fourth on our list, which means that the industry is highly competitive. After all, its understated timepieces are irresistible. This white and gold classic Petite Dover is exquisite. White bands are rarely seen, since they require a lot of upkeep. But with this fantastic 32mm offering, Danielle Wellington shows that things must change. The 30 meters of water resistance should seal the deal. You can wear this watch anywhere. Be ready to wear your watches around the clock this summer. Fifth is the IBSO Women Fashion Simple Watch Ultra Thin Retro Quartz Analog Leather Strap Ladies Wristwatch. On Amazon, IBSO offers a selection of reasonably priced timepieces that can be purchased with a single mouse click. Our fifth favorite women's fashion watch comes from this company because of the clear emphasis on style in their offerings. This vintage style quartz wristwatch with a slim band is perfect for the fashionable woman. This watch's grey band and rose gold dial make for a beautiful understated combination. It would look great with a daring outfit. Sixth is the Isabelle Morant 33mm Montre watch. Folks, we all know not all gold watches are indeed created equal. This is definitely in the latter category by Isabelle Morant, a favoured label among fashionable French women. It can withstand water pressure up to 40 meters deep, has a dazzling mesh band, and a minimalist design. Seventh is the rather popular Ted Baker London Bow Mesh Strap Watch 24mm. Watches with black accents are always in style and easy to coordinate with an all-black autumn wardrobe. We want one. Everybody wants one. You should want one too. Anyways, Ted Baker London's version has an edgy colour block face and a refined, slender strap with braided detailing. Eighth is the Salvatore Ferragamo Double Gancini Bracelet Watch 22mm. Even if you're not in the market for new handbags or shoes, a designer watch is still an excellent way to reward yourself. This petite Salvatore Ferragamo watch was produced in Switzerland and featured an adjustable stainless steel bracelet and precise quartz movement. Now the next question is, how have perceptions changed among brands and consumers? Listen to this. The New York Times once invited a couple of women who are horological experts and watch collectors to get together in New York City to discuss those questions and more. They were H. Jane Chon, a lawyer who is counsel for the Horological Society of New York, Dana Lee, founder of the website Tell the Time, which describes itself as all things watches for women, And this is one question that stood out for us from the interviews. When looking at watches, do you consider whether they're for men or women? Dana Lee, the founder of Tell the Time, agrees with the point that the brands are figuring out a way to delineate a men's watch versus a women's watch. Listen to her words. Whereas I feel like when I look at watches, it's really just about what fits right for me. It doesn't necessarily matter the case size. I've worn something as large as a 42mm, the Omega Speedmaster. It works great, even if you have a small wrist. So, dear watch enthusiast, the current trend toward gender-neutral high horology pieces is an exciting development that showcases the industry's commitment to inclusivity and diversity. And that's all that matters on this subject.